All right, so here we go, you guys. All right, welcome to tonight's Zoom call called The Power of the Connection Call. And of course, my name is Rhonda Hubbard. There's a few new people on this call tonight, and I just want to welcome you as your Upline National Marketing Director and friend and business partner and family member, because that's what we are with Juice Plus. We are absolutely, we call it our Juice Plus family. So we are so excited that you're a part of this call tonight. And thank you for being here. And I was just telling the girls before, I have workout hair and don't care, and close of business hair and don't care. So it has been a whirlwind, fun day. How many of you have had fun today?
Me.
Yay? Yeah, good. All right, so without any further ado, let's just celebrate. What are you celebrating today?
I'm celebrating my awesome team.
Amen to that, Tammy Shaw. That is some energy right there. That's why I have my hair in a ponytail, because you guys blow it back today. And you have been blowing it back. All right, what's another celebration? Michelle, you've got your hair pulled back tonight. What's your celebration? Something's blowing your hair back. Oh, you're on mute, Michelle. Michelle, you're on mute. Anybody else have a celebration before we get started?
We're just celebrating our team in general. We've done a lot of good things this month, so we're just really excited about close of business officially tomorrow, and then what March is going to bring.
I love it. I love it. It's just the beginning of just amazing things, actually. And you guys, we're probably going to have Ashley's team in the near future be training. She don't know this yet, but be training on team building and duplication because of what they have going on. It's pretty exciting, So I think we should learn from you, Ashley.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, so you're going to hear from me. All right, who else?
I'm just celebrating my team, just ready to go to National Marketing Director, and the main leaders saying, okay, let's do this, and setting a goal, and I'm just really excited about that. And, you know, the lives that we're taking. Yesterday, my daughter's best friend's mom, who's been battling lupus for many years, and she's in her early 30s. Some of you may have seen on Facebook, she posted that she was able to go skiing with her family for the first time in years, and she's lost 16 pounds since she started with Juice Plus, and she just feels great. And I love being able to celebrate those stories, especially somebody that's that close to my, you know, for my kids to see their friend excited about their mom doing better, you know?
Absolutely. That's awesome. That is great. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. And my celebration tonight, you guys, is a customer that called me that wanted to know if after even taking Juice Plus for 3 days, that the reason she's just feeling so good could be these little fruit and vegetable capsules. And Debbie Guggenberger and I are in the same town. I want to thank you for just being an amener to Diane at the boutique that you talked to, because she absolutely loved your story and she's excited about how she's already feeling. So when we can go out and give somebody that hope and that feeling of better health, it is absolutely priceless, you guys. All right, fantastic. All right, so tonight, Rebecca, are you here? Okay, Debbie, I'm going to have you share the mission-driven model tip of the day, if you would do that, from our missiondrivenmodel.info.
Okay. My team, as you know, has been growing too, and we have been learning a lot of things together. So I like the last two lines on the funnel where it says invite your customer to join our mission and guide your new team member. So you can click on any of those little things there, and it just walks you right through everything. It's self-explanatory. Just have to kind of repeat, so you'll remember. So that's what I like there on the funnel and our team has been using a lot of that lately.
Amen, Debbie. Thank you. And yes, you definitely have the duplication going on in that team, and I love it. It's so much fun. You talk about some team chemistry. Debbie Guggenberger's team has it going on. That team chemistry. So we probably need you to train on team chemistry and having the FUN in the consistency of those events that you're hosting. It's so fun to see these girls everywhere with their salad in a jar parties. They're just popping up everywhere. I never know whose kitchen they're going to be in.
Right. And then we plan an event. If we don't have anyone show up, we do a team training. So
absolutely. That's awesome, Deb. That is what we call a plan B, right? A plan B. Okay, you guys. So some of you have chose to be in the game, the team action game tag, right? And so how much fun, Tammy Shaw's getting all excited because her team won. They actually led the points all 5 weeks. And there were some weeks that it was really close. I mean, everybody did an amazing job. And the great thing about playing the team action game is that everybody wins, really, because we're sharpening our skills and we're just out there doing what needs to be done as business builders, right? And when we're business builders, we are consistent. And when we're consistent, we're showing up. And so let me share with you 4 things that we teach that I like to really teach in my NMD Open, and I'm hoping that the duplication is happening, and that is that we value relationships. We know relationships aren't something, that they're everything. We know things happen when you show up. That's the second value that we teach. And that third value is staying connected and helping others stay connected. So communication is so important. And then that fourth piece is staying the course, because a leader always starts with the end in mind, and a leader stays on course. And that consistency in anything we do creates miracles, absolutely creates miracles. So, all right, we are going to have Jessica Lee. Jessica's here, and her and I were talking on a chat today, and I asked her to come and share, because Jessica's been a part of the weekly tracker planner. Jessica has also been part of our team for a while, and she has an amazing story. But what I asked her to come and do tonight is to share why the weekly tracker planner is something that she's going to continue to embrace. Thank you, Jessica.
Hi, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. For me, the team action game has always been helpful in having a physical reminder in front of my face with our tracker planner to do the things that are going to move my business forward. And honestly, in the hustle and bustle of a busy life, sometimes it's really easy for me to just push my business aside because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I homeschool my kids, and everybody knows just how busy life can be. So sometimes my Juice Plus business has just been pushed to the side. And the tag game has really helped me to focus. And especially the 2 pieces that I like the most about the tag planner is the sharing educational information with people, sharing my website, sharing videos, just sharing Juice Plus with people. And then the follow-up with prospects has just really been helpful for me the last few weeks. And I have gained quite a few customers by doing that, by going back and thinking about all the people that I have shared Juice Plus with in the past and doing some follow-up with them. And it has really been fruitful for me and for my business. So I have already printed out lots of extra pages of the tag planner, and I plan to keep that on a clipboard in front of my face every day where I'm going to see it, just to remind me to put in that extra effort that my business needs if I want to have a successful business and if I want to move my business forward and to build a bigger and better team and to help more people, because there's a lot of people in my life that need Juice Plus, and I want to share that message with them.
Amen. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Jessica. And I'm going to go ahead and send out tomorrow the weekly tracker planner again, because I know there's some new people Are you kidding me? We've added 46 new distributors just in the month of February on our team. And so I know there's new people that want the tools and need the tools. And so I will continue to share that. So that's going to be coming out tomorrow. I'm also going to share what I'm going to show tonight. And I've asked a few of you to help me to do this tonight. So what I'm getting ready to do on screen share, and it's going to take just a minute to pull everything up, but what I'm going to share with you is going to be in your email boxes tomorrow. So don't try to take notes tonight, okay? Just, here we go. Don't try to take notes because it's going to be in your email boxes first thing tomorrow. Okay, maybe not first thing because I'm going to work out, but then after I fill up my own cup, then I come fill up yours. Okay, so Ashley Oaks, can you see this?
No.
Okay, not yet. Would you just interrupt me when the screen changes for you? Would you do that?
Sure. Uh-huh.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the screen to change, would some of you seasoned distributors that have been around for a while, would you please share the definition of a connection call? What do you call the definition of a connection call?
We've got you now, Rhonda. I can see.
I got you now.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so Ashley, would you go ahead and share a little bit, because guys, that's what we're going to do tonight, is really focus in on the connection calls and why they're so important.
Okay, so connection calls or three-way calls, as most of us know them by, are powerful tools in your business. They're simply a way of connecting your prospect or new team member with an expert. Understand that anyone they don't know is an expert to them. For example, Janet, my friend and mentor Jenny, has been sharing Juice Plus much longer than I have. I would love you to hear her story. Can we touch base with her on the phone sometime soon or even right now? So you're just asking her if she would mind to get on the phone with somebody that has a story that you think she needs to hear. Your telephone company provides the three-way technology, which means it's the ability for three people to talk together by phone. That's the how part. The purpose of these calls is to connect your friend with someone else for third-party validation. That's the why. Okay, so the how is when you get on the phone, three-way technology, and the why is for that third-party validation. Our legal system, which is based on the Bible, is founded on the principle of the corroborative witness. Evidence is only legally accepted in the court of law if more than one person presents it. In our business, the same principle operates, right? So if a complete stranger confirms what you've been saying, then it's believable. Strange, but it is true. Get your coach, sponsor, or other experienced Juice Plus associate expert on the phone with a prospect or brand new team member and see what we mean. If you are new, make sure your sponsor arranges for you to connect with your national marketing director, who will welcome you to their team. This will be the first experience and a good demonstration of the power of three-way connection calls.
Okay, so Ashley, I'm going to put you on the spot just a little bit. What has been your experience from doing consistent connection calls each week?
I think for me, the connection calls, it just, it provides more information because we only have so much. And if you connect with people that have other stories and you're bringing in new team or just a Juice Plus customer that needs that story and they can hear it from somebody else, then I think that it's team building and more, like it said, validation for your customers. They hear it from you. Let's say, for instance, if I have somebody that's in my family and they already know what I do, if they hear a story from me, they may not take it in as it's true. But if they hear from somebody that they don't know the story that impacted them, then they are more apt to understand it and take it in as, oh, this really is happening, and people's lives are really changing because of this.
Absolutely. And my story just recently is there's a little boutique that opened here in town, and I was shopping there a few weeks ago, and Diane, who is the mother of the daughter who owns the shop, she was just so friendly to me and just went out of her way to, help me put some things together and gave me her, opinion on some different things. And just really great at customer care. She was really great at customer care. So I went out to my car after I checked out and took my purchases out to my car, and I came back in, and I always carry a little Juice Plus box. You know, your empty boxes when you take your Juice Plus bottles out. I hope you're not throwing those away. They make really good gift bags or gift boxes. So I carry some of those, and I keep tissue paper in there, and I just, put gummies in there and a bar and my card, of course, and I just took it back in, and it was like a gift. And I said, you were so kind to me, and just so, your customer care was just so admirable. I want to gift you. And so I took that into her, and she's like, oh my gosh. And she ripped open the gummies, and she was so excited. And she said, I don't eat fruits and vegetables. So, the conversation went on, and I asked her to take a look at the information, and I would follow up with her. When in the meantime, I had told Debbie how great this boutique was and that she needed to go check it out. Well, Debbie had come in, and I guess the conversation started, and Debbie just amened everything I had been sharing and some with Diane. So that when I went back in for the follow-up, Diane said, oh my goodness, I just met this lady, and she was telling me more about Juice Plus, and I'm ready. Do you have that order form? So, I was able to get her daughter, herself, her granddaughters all signed up for Juice Plus. So that is how we solidify one another, either face-to-face in the community. And you bet if that would have been Debbie and vice versa, I would have done the same thing. And we do it all the time. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to hear more about these connection calls, Ashley. So thank you for that. And, we do connection calls because we want to, of course, have that communication and stay connected. It's so important to stay connected because there's a principle, about communication. It's taking that personal responsibility to connect with your customers or connect with someone that you gave information to, right? And that communication fosters a community of trust. And that's what we have, a community of trust. And, when we communicate with one another, we inspire, we share, we explain, and we share stories, right? Because we know facts tell, stories sell, and everyone can relate to a story. So stories often just increase the understanding of what we're trying to bring about to that other person. So getting other people on the call, sharing stories. That's what I spend most of my time doing, of course, as a national marketing director, are the welcome calls. And, just supporting you all with those welcome calls and having another story. It's like taking somebody to an event and they're not even leaving their home. We might even catch them on their lunch break, but it's taking somebody to an event. And what every phone call does, it's bringing our community together in unity and a deeper trust. And we can see that is multiplying tremendously, you guys, multiplying. Unbelievable what the virtual office looks like for the month of February. Okay, and so we also do team building calls. So I'm scrolling down a little bit because I want you to see that. The team building calls, there's 3 ways we can do team building calls. And Pam Clifford is another distributor who is just really great about, asking for connection calls and having that weekly connection. And that's what you want to do with your sponsor. You want to have a weekly connection. So she's either working with me or working with Amy Carpenter and connecting weekly with people. And so again, I'll say it again, consistency creates miracles. Consistency creates miracles. Okay, Pam Clifford, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can, yes, thank you.
Okay, can you scroll up just a little bit?
Yes. Can you see it? Okay.
Yes. Okay, so the first one is the business prospect. Connect your friends with someone whose success story will help convince them about the virtual franchise. Someone who has seen success. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Someone who has seen success with their virtual franchise, a senior sales coordinator or higher. And
Okay,
number 2 is,
Pam, let me ask you a
I'm
question.
sorry.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Have you gotten somebody on the phone? And maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was, a sideline person, or even my national marketing director, Barb Wildman, because we still use her on calls, and Christine April. Have you experienced this yourself yet? Where you were able to let
Yes.
somebody else? Okay.
Yes, one of my very first distributors, which is one of my friends, you actually helped me on a connection call with her, and she decided to become a representative that day. She was just a customer, actually. So it really does help to have that third person on the phone to have that third-party validation and let them know how easy this is and that we all work together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like what Ashley was saying is that, one person can lie to you, but 2 people won't. Kind of that idea.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, Pam.
Number 2 is a new team member. So connect your new Juice Plus representative with a national marketing director who will welcome them and cast vision for what's possible. This will encourage each new person to go for their 2,000 plus. So again, with the third-party validation, having the national marketing director on the phone with you is just going to help them see what they can do and to encourage them to go on to their next level.
Perfect. And I'm going to jump in here and just tell another story, because when I was an elementary classroom teacher for 16 years, what I did the first day of school, immediately after school, I would take my class list and I would go into the teacher's lounge and I would start calling every parent, even if I left them a message, and I would tell them one good thing about their child, how much I appreciated them being so attentive, or how much I appreciated their work ethic. And sometimes I had to really stretch my imagination and think of, one good thing for some of those kids, but I made sure that I could focus on at least one good comment. That way it was almost like a welcome call, right? I opened up the door. I casted vision for who I am as a classroom teacher and how excited I was for what we got to do for this school year to help their child to learn better, okay? So here's what happens. Sometimes distributors will hit a bump in the road or they get discouraged, and you might want to pull me in for a call. Well, it's really awkward if I haven't met them yet. It's really awkward for you to bring a stranger in to talk about disciplining a disappointment. So just like in my classroom, when I would call those parents, if I had to call them the second week and say, little Johnny made a choice in the classroom that he, had a consequence for, then that parent is so much more open to me. They were so much more open to me, and we could figure out a solution and we could work together. Had I not made that positive connection with them in the beginning, they probably wouldn't have responded so well to me. So that's what we want to do for our teams. It's about the people. It's about the new people. Okay, thank you, Pam. Let's go on.
Okay, and number 3 is a new fast tracker. So connect your new virtual franchisee with your national marketing director to congratulate them and coach them on their next steps, qualifying their business and fast tracking to sales coordinator. So again, just like we talked about.
Yes, and how many times, and Pam Clifford, I know you've been one of these people, how many times have you guys had a phone call from me, but not just me? I had Barb Wildman on the phone call with me, or Christine April, and we were just congratulating you for what you just accomplished. And how does that make you feel, right? When 2 people, especially 2 national marketing directors, are clearing their calendar to call another person just to say, job well done.
Makes you feel like you are somebody.
Yes, and you are. Every single one of you are. Okay, so we are finishing up here. Edification. Thank you, Pam, for sharing that. And thank you, Ashley, for being a part and just contributing tonight. So edification, it's commonly used in the Bible. Edification literally means building up or lifting up, especially morally or spiritually, even physically, right? 1 Corinthians 10:23-24. When somebody edifies you in this context, they tell somebody else how great you are without exaggerating. I mean, it's really sincere. And that encourages the other person to want to connect you by phone. So if I want to share with someone, I may use Debbie Guggenberger because she's a cancer survivor, or Michelle Bowman being a cancer survivor. I can't relate to that, but they can. And boy, I can build those girls up, and I can say, you're going to love this about her because she can understand what you've been going through. Are you open to getting on a connection call with her? So because Michelle is sincere, because she can, share with you her story. So you just edify the expert that you want them to touch base with. All right. And here's some examples. I would love to touch base with my mentor, Jenny. She's a super fun person and very interesting. She's been very successful with Juice Plus, and I just know you're going to love her and her story. All right. And then your expert, Jenny, right, or Rhonda, or whoever is you're asking to be on the phone with you, will edify you right back to your prospects. If you've noticed when I'm on welcome calls, and Ashley is having me welcome some of her people, I'm going to make sure that I let her people know what a great leader Ashley is and how successful she's been and how blessed they are to be a part of that team. That's part of the welcome call. Okay, so you can use this profile sheet. It's a live link. I'm going to send all this to you tomorrow so you can have it in your email boxes. I just might even surprise you and send it tonight. You'll just have to wait and see. And so if you look down here below, here are the reasons. These are the reasons why we do connection calls. All right. And you can see that this process is based on trust, and it quickly builds mutual respect between your prospect and your expert. And I had a conversation with Brandy Foss. I have lots of conversations with Brandy Foss. She's a national marketing director, friend of mine. They have the fastest growing team in North America. And I was just kind of picking her brain about some things. And she said, it's those welcome calls. We get our people on welcome calls. People bring their people to me immediately. And she said, I edify them and I show the bigger picture. And wow, I think she just told me tonight, we were talking before the Campbell team call, that they've added 106 new reps just this month. So you're going to hear from them at the Phoenix conference. Their team is going to be on stage because they just have consistency creating miracle after miracle. All right, so you can see the reasons why we do the three-way call connections, right? Here we go. Number one, introduce prospects to someone they can identify with. Number two, have an expert handle a question. All right, you can always say, and sometimes I say, I don't know, but let me call my mentor, Barb, and I'll find out for you. Number three, we train a new team member of your team on phone techniques. Sometimes we just do that. We get people excited. We have done so many welcome calls where people have just kind of fizzled out. And then we did a welcome call with them and they got excited. They wanted to restart. Number five, get invaluable third-party validation. Number six, we share a testimony firsthand about the business and our story. Number seven, we demonstrate we demonstrate the support available in our business. That's what's so beautiful. They see that we are one team, one mission, and it's not about one person, it's about the team. And number eight, we offer encouragement and support. We welcome new team members, and we demonstrate, there we go, it's not about you. It's about a much bigger picture. All right, I love this graph over here, the three-way call and edification. All right, check it out. It's going to be in your email boxes very soon. So I think it's important that we remember that we're doing those connection calls. And I know with my NMD Open, we just have a set schedule. I know that every Monday evening at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be working and partnering with Emily Pogue, right? We just know that that's going to be our time. And now that she's come home and she's more flexible, we're working daytimes together. So it's the consistency that creates miracles. Okay, so thank you guys for being on this call tonight. And if you want to hang around, I know our time is up, but if you want to hang around, Rebecca is on and she is ready to share her story. And Rebecca, if you can do that very briefly, we want to honor everybody's time, and I thank you for being on here.
Hey, I just want to apologize. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, just go ahead and share your story. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Sorry I wasn't here earlier, kids. But I've been looking for a long time for a business that I could be a part of. And also I've been looking for answers for my many health issues and autoimmune diseases. And I've just always been praying to God. I was like, bring me a miracle. Bring me what my body needs. And Donna told me about Juice Plus, and I went to one of the meetings, and I just knew this was it. And I saw what it began to do for me and my husband and my children, and I just knew that I had finally found the passion for my life, what I needed, that I wanted to share with everyone that I know, to see people grow healthy and grow in their incomes. And I'm telling you, my health has just improved so dramatically over the last 6 months, or it's been less than 6 months. And I have energy now, and a lot less pain. I have fibromyalgia and Hashimoto's, and you know what? My eyebrows have grown back. That's the thing I'm noticing this week. That is so exciting. When you have thyroid issues, you know what I'm talking about. So that's I'm trying to make this short, so that's kind of my story a little bit in a nutshell. I'm very thankful. I wrote down my 30 reasons why I love this Juice Plus business. And one of the reasons I said, I love knowing that God gave this to me, and I know I will never turn back from sharing it.
Wow, Rebecca, thank you so much. Well, we look forward to continuing your health story and your business story. Rebecca is a new virtual franchise, 2,000 plus, and now on her way to qualifying her business. And we know how important that is. So congratulations to you. All right, you guys, happy close of business evening, and get excited because tomorrow is qualifiers day. And yes, we're finishing strong. So thank you, Team Fearless, and have a great night.